your phone number.
Yes.
The number that
can do it.
the number I thought I had rings at Wolf Brothers.
No, I'm not there. But
Nope.
let's see, I will.
Your phone number.
Yep. That's what I'm trying. No, yep. Okay, let's see if you get it. Okay, let me know if you get it, Steve.
I have it. Thank you.
I've been trying to decide, is this going to be a 1 or 2 water bottle meeting?
One.
Okay. Just checking.
I'm having trouble getting chats on my YouTube. Can anybody suggest a strategy for being able to show chats?
Mm.
Are you logged into an account, Steve?
I'm I don't know enough to be dangerous here.
You're above my pay grade.
My understanding is you need to have an account logged in so that you have a handle in order to see and make comments.
I'm there now. I think I've got it. Thank you. Jeez. I'm in another room at school that has automatic lights off.
Did you get it?
Are you saying you're going to be in the dark part of the time, Steve?
Sometimes that's more than not. I'm counting faces. Do we have all board members present? 1, 2, 3.
I don't see Don. Is Don on here?
Don?
Yes,
I see
Don
Don.
present. I got him.
Okay.
Move, Don, so we can see your live. There we go. It looked frozen for a minute.
Okay, and I've got one chat that's already risen. We have 31 people watching. As it is now 3:31, and all board members are present virtually. I never know, virtually present, present virtually. There is a difference. I will call to order this special meeting of the Gibraltar Area School Board on today, Thursday, November 12th. And we are at 3:32. And we'll call to order with a roll call vote, alphabetically, please.
Elm here.
Hickey here.
Fiat here.
Cipher present.
Sherman here. Ward here.
Weaver here.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. We have on this special agenda only two business items. The fourth item is to adjourn. The two business items are called as a special meeting so that we can take care of timely business and to respond to a board member's request for reconsideration of an item previously decided. Our first order of business is to discuss and take possible action on a proposal from Johnson Controls to replace Siemens system controllers with Metasys system controllers for the remaining 8 air handling units and rooftop units. This item was on the agenda of our meeting Monday night. It was tabled to this meeting, and so we are untabling, and we will have a consideration of this question. Mrs. Van Meer, do you have something to report?
Thank you. Yes, I did send to the board an updated proposal from Johnson's Controls that has a significant discount in it that I would like the board to consider in their vote tonight. I have Jason here again with me as well as Joe, and I'm wondering, Jason, if you have anything you want to add to the conversation.
Yeah, so I went back to our corporate and we were able to get a discount on all the products, which amounted to about a $5,000 discount. I appreciate you guys coming back to us with that. That was great. So that's really the difference. We still have the same amount of labor to do the project, but we were able to get a significant discount on the product. So that would help you guys to be able to hopefully make your decision and possibly move ahead with the project. Everything else is the same.
What's the lead time to get this done, Jason?
I would say if you get approval, we can get the parts ordered. I would say the only caveat would be Thanksgiving and deer hunting coming up. But besides that, with that, I'd say 3 weeks. Otherwise, it could be about 2 weeks.
All right. So right around Thanksgiving time.
Around there, well, there's quite a few people off, so it might be the week after, but it would be no longer than that.
So by the end of the first week in December, you would expect that we would be able to have everything installed?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Do we have any other questions or concerns regarding this matter from board members? Not hearing any, we would entertain a motion if a board member is so moved.
I make a motion to approve the proposal from Johnson Control to replace Siemens system controller with Metastasis system controllers for the remaining 8 air handling units and rooftop units for the amount of $14,700.
Second.
We have a motion by Mrs. Sherman, a second by Mr. Weborg to approve the proposal from Johnson Controls to replace Siemens system controllers with Metasys system controllers for the remaining 8 air handling units and rooftop units for a price of $14,700. Are there any questions regarding this motion?
I just want to thank Jason and Johnson Controls for considering a reduction, and we greatly appreciate it.
We do.
Yes, thank you too. We appreciate your business and I'm glad we were able to work that out. And I appreciate you guys looking out for the district. That's very good.
And also, Jason, appreciation for your timeliness.
That's
We gave a short order when we moved from Monday to this date, and we greatly appreciate your action on our behalf.
Thank you.
Hearing no other questions, all those in favor of the motion to approve this proposal, please say aye.
Aye.
The opposed? The motion passes. Mr. Chase will be making this, the district will be in contact with you to pursue this installation.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Jason, and we look forward to working with you really soon. So please get in contact with Joe and let's get that scheduled and moving forward.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks,
Thanks.
Chase. You bet.
Anybody else want to check out with Mr. Chase and go away? The second item on our agenda for this special meeting is reconsideration of vote to amend district threshold plan. Before we begin that item, we should just review for ourselves what Robert's Rules of Orders tell us about reconsideration. The word revote does not appear in Robert's Rules. Robert's Rules does not anticipate that a vote of an issue once taken will be revoted. They do provide under miscellaneous motions, section 27, the opportunity to reconsider. A reconsideration is to bring back the exact language of the issue decided, and put it back on, as Robert says, the table for a reconsideration of that issue. In order to be reconsidered, one more piece of information. Once an item is on the table for reconsideration, the action that that item approved is suspended until the reconsideration is resolved. An important piece to know, reconsideration opens the item for a discussion of its exact language, and the action that it approves or disapproved is suspended. So we have before us this question of reconsideration. To be brought forward off the table requires a majority of the vote to reconsider. Consider this vote a straw poll of saying, does the vote change from Monday night? So before we can reconsider, we should hear a rationale from Mrs. Sherman, who brings this forward, as to why we should reconsider. We'll listen to the rationale, not the proposal, not an amendment, but a rationale for why a reconsideration is in order. Then the board will vote to reconsider. And if a majority says yes, the action of Monday night is suspended. If a majority say no, the reconsideration is rejected. And a person may bring forward whatever that reconsideration was about as new business at our next school board meeting. Okay? Because this is we do not do reconsiderations very often. Are there any questions of board members regarding this procedure?
I just want to make sure that when we're all done with this, an aye vote would cause a reconsideration and a nay vote stops the reconsideration.
Yes, I will say that to vote aye would be to open the reconsideration and suspend the issue of last Monday. A nay vote is to deny the reconsideration. Mrs. Hickey, you had a question.
That was it. I wasn't sure. Thank you.
It's nice to have two board members of the same mind for a moment.
Dr.
Um,
And I would ask if it is voted to reconsider, then do we proceed at this meeting with that reconsideration? Or does that have to be brought forward at the next meeting?
We proceed right now
Okay,
because there's an opportunity for us to resolve the reconsideration right now. Otherwise, it waits until the next regular meeting on the 23rd, and all action that vote would prompt is suspended. So it should be resolved. Please understand that Robert's Rules is very clear about this privileged motion. Privileged in the sense that it's an unusual procedure, but allowable, but it recognizes that it is a strategy for stopping the work of the board. Hence, it should have a prompt and timely resolution. Mrs. Sherman, does that answer?
yes, thank you.
Got it. I'm in the dark again. With no other questions, Mrs. Sherman, would you please tell us a reason that you are considering for, or that you would want us to consider for this reconsideration?
Thank you, and pardon me while I read off of my sheet so I stay on track. On Monday, the board voted to approve a change to the data metric used to determine a phase-in addition to the threshold plan. Unfortunately, confusion and misunderstanding clouded that change. The burden levels listed for the county case data, while the new metric decreased the data to Door County only. The change should have resulted in a change in burden level case numbers to reflect the change in data. It is clear that the board was not all on the same page in that respect. The motion language said that the plan would only use the positive test data of the 3 northern Door census tracts to determine high-level burden determination. It doesn't make sense that the census tract data is compared to a burden level for county data. Since the 98 cases number was based on county numbers, it became an arbitrary number point. If the board no longer wishes to use the burden level indicators, of which there is now an additional designation of very critical, and Door County is classified as very critical at this time, that was not made clear in the motion. I believe that we need to have a thorough discussion about what numbers should be used for the new data metric, as well as confirming the burden level, what the burden level is to be, I believe that we need to have a thorough discussion on what numbers should be used for the new data metric, as well as confirming that the burden level is to be removed from the threshold plan previously in place. There was a motion for 1 change, but 2 changes were made. It needs to be clear what the intentions are and what changes are going to be made. I would also like to add that I have 2 ideas that I would ask the board to consider in the interest of working together to find compromise. While I understand that I cannot present those ideas until the board votes in favor of reconsidering this item, I do want to mention that I have them and prepared to present them should we reconsider. As I said on Monday, I'm not opposed to increasing numbers to make getting students back into school learning attainable. However, going from a very high burden level number of cases, of 27 cases in the 3 northern Door census tracts to 98 cases is a huge increase. And I think that we can clear up the confusion and come together in a compromise and an understanding of each other should we reconsider the motion that was made.
Thank you, Mrs. Sherman. Without diving deep into anything else other than the rationale, is there any question the board member has regarding this request to reconsider? Hearing none, then we will take a vote of the board on the question of should we reconsider this issue already decided? And we will do this via a roll call vote, please, alphabetically.
Helm, aye.
Hickey, nay.
Fiat, nay.
Cipher, nay.
Sherman, aye.
Ward, aye.
Weaver, nay.
Did I hear correctly? 4 nays and 3 ayes.
Yes.
With that vote, the question to reconsider, the request to reconsider this already decided issue is rejected, and we will not do so at this time. The action taken on Monday is not suspended, but goes forward as has the district has provided. This does allow, however, Mrs. Sherman, you to propose this as new business at the next regularly scheduled board meeting on the 23rd.
Yes, would you like me to email you an agenda item for that?
I would appreciate that very much.
I will gladly do so.
Let me also say, I greatly appreciate every board member's continuous consideration of the work that is at our hand. It is difficult work and requires our always looking for options that best serve our entire community. And I know that is your interest at heart, Mrs. Sherman, as it is for everyone. I appreciate You're raising an issue, and I appreciate our using Robert's rules to bring this issue in a proper way to the board, and look forward to this on the 23rd. Are there any other issues, items? I can't even ask that question. This is a special meeting with 2 items. They have been conducted. Is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn. Thank you very much.
Second.
We have a motion by Helm, by Piat, a second by Helm to adjourn. We are adjourned.
Thank you.
Thank you all for attending.
Thank you.
Thank you.